Hey guys, it's been a while since I've actually done anything, and it's going to be a huge gap between sections of this video, simply because I just been really busy at work. I would be opening up the garage doors because it's actually warmer outside than it is inside the garage, but I live near farm area, and so they're kind of doing their fertilization at this point, and the whole area kind of smells like poo. Anyway, so what I need to do is disassemble these wheels, but before I do that, I'm going to jack up the NSX, get rid of the STI wheel that's in the rear, and do some measurements on what or whether or not I can go a deeper dish on this set of wheels without changing the offset. Let's get this wheel on the NSX, do some measurements, and maybe in between there, if I can grab one of the wheels off of the 33 and see how that, I know I've been saying this from before in my past videos, but I've always wanted to see what the work wheels would look like on the NSX, and perhaps maybe if it looks decent enough, or if it's something that'll grab me, might maybe go that route down the road after I've maybe worn out the tires on these Mach 5s. And I've been referring to them as FM10s in the past videos, but I'm in error. It's actually Mach 5s. They do look similar, and so yeah, they're Mach 5s. So let's get this thing going. Oh, by the way, just real quickly, the beauty of the NSX, much like the RX-7, is that you can jack up the car close to the middle, and the NSX has a specific spot for it. The RX-7 does not, but if they're stiff enough and they're light enough that if you were to jack it in the middle section, the whole side will rise up, as opposed to having to do each jack point. So that's a convenience. I mean, you can do them on the diff to get the rear wheels in, but the convenience of having to do one side is just great. Anyway, let's get it done, and let's do some measurement. That way I can figure out what I need to do and what I need to order. And they do, I think the turnaround from what Brent was saying was about 3 to 4 weeks realistically, because of COVID, and possibly maybe even a little longer. So it's getting warmer out, season is starting, and I would like to get the NSX out and about, and to be able to do that, I need to get the proper wheels set. Alright, let's get going. So this isn't really going to work out too well, simply because I don't have the rubber on here, and what's happening is, as I jack up the wheel, since the jack is on rollers, it's the pressure from the lift is pushing that jack back, and so there's no way for me to be able to keep it stable without the jack from shooting up that way. So I got to figure out another way to be able to do the measurements, but from the looks of it, it does look like it's flush from here, but it's not at its actual ride height, because as you know, you lower the car, the more camber you get, and it does tuck in. So the goal here is that whatever tuck I do get at the end with the current camber that I have will maybe generate the clearance that I need, but at that point I think that was going to be too much camber, so I might end up just sticking with this size lip and just rebuilding it with new parts, instead of going another half increment that way, because that might just be too much. But it might work in the front, because the front doesn't really have that much of a lip, and that's, if anything, that's where I would want it. Well, I don't know what to say. This is probably something I should not have done because it made matters worse. I mean, you can see that the offset is off, but I kind of just wanted to get a generalization as to what she would look like with the works in that style on the NSX. And what I mean by making it more complicated by me doing this is because I am in love with this. I mean, it looks really nice. Of course, once I get the offset right, that the face isn't going to be that deep of a lip. It's going to be sort of coming out a bit more, and that lip isn't going to be as much as it would. But then again, if I kind of reach out in there, the inner barrel has greater clearance than before, so I may be able to get away with it. But just in the general overall look of it, I mean, man, great. This is really not doing me any favors. I should not have done this because now I am conflicted. Wow. And can you imagine if I wrapped the NSX in this titanium gray color? Oh man, this is not making it easy for me, man. I think that settles it. I mean, if you look at the side view, I mean, it just looks much more aggressive than the FIKSEs. And it's really something about the 5-spoke. And you know what? Maybe, you know what I can do? Maybe this might help. Maybe if I did the same sort of color combo, which is titanium centers and keeping the lip polished, that might work. So I just need a bigger lip on here. It doesn't really doing much, but that brings, well, I'm gonna need another 1/2 inch. So I don't know if that 1/2 inch is gonna be over. So that's gonna really, I don't know, guys. Comment down below, let me know what you guys think. But yeah. Anyway, I'll pause this video for now until I decide and to be continued. So next time you guys catch the next post, it should be what I've decided. I'm going to give it maybe a week or so. And if you guys really have any suggestions or any preference, whether it be sticking with the FIKSE Mach 5s or going with the work meisters. Anyway, probably not a fair comparison because that's the front, which is kind of smaller, less lip than the more aggressive work meisters that I just dropped in the rear. Anyway, subscribe, throw on the notifications, hit a like, and sure appreciate the support. And until next time.